We have a lot going on for Roster Mania, dude. It's been a wild couple days. I leave, and I don't know what to say. I leave, and an absolute shitstorm goes on. I'm chilling on the beach, bro, getting notifications that Imperial Hal's leaving TSM. Overall, really wild Roster Mania. I saw a couple things. So, I saw a couple things about Roster Mania. Now, I'm seeing like the Designful rumors with TSM. I don't know if that's true. Personally, I don't see a world as to why DSG would split up. They're literally 2 team fights away from winning land 2 times. So that's one I don't really want to talk about. I saw that Hal left TSM, obviously. Is he actually trialing? Now, I'm going to be real. I don't like that trial. I'm going to be real, totally. I don't really think Designful fits in with Verhulst and Reps. It's weird. I don't really think that's a great fit. I think he looks really, really good with Timmy and Enemy. I still feel like it's a little bit of bait, personally, because it makes no sense at all to me as to why DSG would split up. So I feel like it's a sub that they're baiting because Designful is a huge fucking troll in the best way possible. Yeah, so we have DSG maybe losing Designful, crazy, and maybe Designful going to TSM. The other one we have is Hal, Jen Burton, 0. How do we feel about that one, dude? Genuine question. Obviously, it's like a super team. Low-key, the Miami Heat, a little bit. A little Bosch, Wade, LeBron action. But how do we feel about that squad overall? I don't really like Hal on anchor. I don't really know how that feels to me. I'm gonna be real. I really don't know how that feels. But I don't really like Hal on anchor. I think what Sykes provided is hard to find. And I think it's going to take a little bit for time for Hal to get used to that. Oh, Jen is the anchor? Oh, okay. Okay. If Jen's anchoring, then I have no problem with that. I actually think Jen Burton's probably one of the most flexible control players in the world. So I'm cool with that. I didn't get to watch the scrims, so I didn't really know how that was going to play out. I was just on Twitter, saw it for like 2 seconds. I saw that, so I think that's smart. If Jen Burton's anchoring, all good. I'm actually, in that case, I'm excited to see Hal frag out, which I think he's very capable of. I can't lie. I think, so what's happening with Enemy? Is Enemy still with Timmy? Or is Enemy no longer with Tim Tam? Is Timmy just completely by himself now looking for 2 other players? He's on vacation. Enemy's on vacation. Okay, cool. Enemy's with Timmy, good. I was going to say, man, if that boy Enemy didn't have a squad, I mean, fuck me. That would be crazy. He is, I think, no shade to anybody, I think the best player on that squad when it comes to holding the team down, to be completely honest. For being real. Can't lie, a dropped? It's Timmy Enemy team? I ain't gonna lie, bro. I really fuck with that. That sounds fantastic. I saw that dropped is now LFT, so he's no longer playing with Skittles and no longer playing with Noct. I saw that Shuby Tubi is now looking for team as well. I don't think E8's gonna be playing with Shuby, or E8 won't be playing with Shuby anymore. I saw that. I saw that SSG is now trialing Koifel, which is very interesting. So Koifel now might be going to SSG. We're going to have potentially Frex going to Oxygen, which is really, really interesting. So there's going to be maybe Frex going to Oxygen. And then we have Native back, which is going to be the old Torrent team, which is going to be RKN, Ramboski, and Urice also in the mix, which is really cool. Don't know about y'all, man. Big fan of that squad. Big fucking fan. I think that team is sick. I'm gonna be real. I think that's so fucking cool. I think Arcan, Rambo, and Urice is a fire-ass squad to support. Big fan. Big fan of that one. I don't know what's going on with Tech. Don't know who he's playing with, but he's also just tweeting some obscure things about where they're landing. I saw that LG might be playing with Sykes, which Slayers got dropped, I believe, or was a mutual thing. I don't know what it was. But Sykes is now going to LG, most likely, which I can't lie. I think Slayer was a phenomenal anchor. I want to give a huge shout out to Slayer. I had a talk with Greek about this at LAN. Bro, what Slayer does for that squad is extremely important. Like, extremely. I want to let everyone know that, dude. And also at the same time, on top of Slayer probably having the hardest job on LG, I want to say, I think he did a phenomenal job, not performance-wise. I think he did good, but phenomenal job, bro, mentally. That being the butt of a joke for so long, while also playing on the main stage and being the butt of a joke on Twitter, on Reddit, it is a mentally taxing thing. That is like not an easy thing. Yes, you're the joke, but and it's all laugh and love, but like, it's still annoying to hear. I think that's a really fucking impressive by Slayer to go out there and perform decently well at LAN while also just getting clowned on a lot. And I think he's a good fucking player. I think he should be picked up almost immediately, Slayer, for what he did. I saw that Reptar was playing with Xset, so it's going to be fun, Nocturnal, Reptar potentially. Pretty cool. I like that a little bit. I don't really know how Reptar works in right now with Xset. I have to see the gameplay work a little bit more, but a pretty sturdy control player. I think he's a great guy. I think he's worked on his mental health a lot too, so he's a lot more mentally clear when playing. So I don't really mind the Xset move with Reptar. Not too shabby. And then I saw Zane is now back for 07. Amphi stays on 07. Nags leaves, and Zane comes in. Saw people were really mad about that. Don't know why. Zane is like literally Zane. I don't think there's many players in the same realm as Zane at all. I don't think like Zane is in the same league as any other control players, but he's really fucking good, man. And I think him replacing Nags makes a lot of sense for sure. And yeah, it's not Xset anymore. Xset's no longer even having an esports team. So as of right now, Xset's like dropped out of esports completely, not just Apex, which is pretty fucking wild, man. I can't lie. Any other ones I'm missing right now, Chad? Any other big time roster mania? Maybe I just didn't see when I was at the beach. Meat and tech. Yeah, but what's the meat and tech? What is the meat and tech sauce right now? I don't understand. What am I missing about that? Has Tech announced a new roster or no? Knocked on E8. Tech is in Pro League. Wait, how did Meat get in Pro League? Optic lost their spot, so Meat get in. I forgot. You're right, bro. That makes so much sense. What's my favorite changes from Roster Mania? Oh, that's a good question. My favorite changes from Roster Mania, I would say number one, I don't even know if I could say I actually don't think I could say Hal to DZ or Hal to Zero and Gen. That's the most exciting one, I would say. The most exciting one's easily Hal to Gen and Zero. That's without a doubt. My favorite change though, as like the best improvement, I think a lot of people would say Koiful to SSG, but I think Frex is like a really good player still. So I don't know how much they're going to improve. It's a really good pickup for SSG if they do get Koiful, obviously. It's a really, really, really good pickup. But Frex is still really fucking good, man. The LG pickup with Sykes is pretty good too. Sykes does have some large shoes to fill, but I got to say internationally, it's got to be Zane to 07, I think, for me. It's got to be Zane to 07, I think. On an international level, it's my number one. I mean, Zane is just so good, bro. His first LAN, he just showed the fuck out. He was such a phenomenal talent in Pro League. He's so compatible with Nosuke. They're like the same person when it comes to like comms and jokes and everything. They're just so good together. And I think Nags is a phenomenal player too, and he'll get picked up in no time. Obviously, I guarantee he already has a spot in the roster. But yeah, man, I just think that's the best pickup possible.